Rule number 8. Action to avoid collision. Any action to avoid collision shall be taken in accordance with the rule of this part and shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, be positive, made in ample time and with due regard to the observance of good seamanship. B. Any alteration of course and or speed to avoid collision shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, be large enough to be readily apparent to another vessel observing visually or by radar. A succession or small alteration of course and speed should be avoided. C. If there is a sufficient sea room, alteration of a course alone may be the most effective action to avoid close quarter situation, provided that it is made in good time, is substantial, and does not result in another close quarter situation. Action taken to avoid collision. D. Action taken to avoid collision with another vessel shall be such as to result in passing at a safe distance. The effectiveness of the action shall be carefully checked until the other vessel is finally passed and clear. E. If necessary to avoid collision or allow more time to assess the situation, a vessel shall slacken her speed or take all way off by stopping or reversing her means of propulsion. F. A vessel by a vessel which by any of these rules is required not to impede the passage or safe passage of another vessel shall, when required by the circumstances of the case, take early action to allow sufficient sea room for the safe passage of other vessel. Second, a vessel required not to impede the passage or safe passage of another vessel is not relieved of this obligation if approaching the other vessel so as to involve risk of collision, and shall, when taking action, have full regards to the action which may be required by the rule of this part. A vessel, the passage of which is not to be impeded, remain fully obliged to comply with the rule of this part when the two vessels are approaching to one another so as to involve risk of collision.